Is everybody already in here?
We're waiting for you. We're waiting for you. It's really awesome.
So we are up and we're getting ready to head out. Got all the animals sorted and made sure everybody was fed and whatnot. And of course, had to give Clovis an extra treat. And we're about to head out. We're gonna go down, spend the day and the night in Tennessee. And I figured y'all could come along with us. I don't know if it'll be a 2-day vlog or if it'll just be, I don't know, we'll see. But we're definitely recording today. So I figured we'd go ahead and get that started since I'm alone and we can do this face-to-face part. So yeah, we're about to head out. Probably end up meeting up with Jonathan and Kim. They're going down as well. It is the Slammedenuff car show. We don't go into the car show because it's really expensive to get on the inside, but you can do the outside part for free. So that's what we're gonna do. And then who knows what else. So I figured we'd bring you along. About to head out. Again, I said that. And we'll just see what all we do and we'll bring you along.
I watch the rain streak down our window.
Know it?
What no say? About grub.
He said, ooh, little grub. But I said I have to pay.
Yeah.
More today than before?
The more I walk on it, the better it
That's what I was
gets,
gonna
and
say.
then it gets back worse.
It's where he's been sitting still. There's a better view down here. What is it?
We never dreamed it'd get this bad.
Ain't this like he was looking at?
Yeah. That's like that one I got.
Like a fool, I assumed our troubles would just dissipate. Why do we wait to change until it's too late? We're a cauldron on the fire, ready to erupt. Blood moves sinking over.
Look at that. Look at him. What? At the raccoon. That's my favorite. It's not for sale. That's actually not expensive, is it? It's Mr.
There comes a swift and gentle aid. When you call upon the name, Jesus, Jesus.
Did you find them? Are you gonna get one?
I feel the pull in all the
How many do you got? I mean, from how many trips? 2 or 3?
I had no idea.
I like the eyes and stuff are different.
I had no idea.
I hear the bullets ricochet. I look around and see the whole
These little
world
bottles and
breaking.
$45. Vintage. Like a cable.
Oh, where do you go to hide when nowhere feels
How did you his nose?
safe? I'm a vessel on the waves, sinking with the weight how the deep prevails to swallow me.
That was cute.
But it ain't over till it's over. You can cut the darkness with a flame.
I remember it now, right?
A single word can bring you close.
I was thinking it was a whole different.
These are the ones that you can ride. Got it. You see it on this thing. It's $600. That's what that says.
Oh yeah, that's expensive brand.
Well, you can literally
$600.
ride it.
But it's at sports
Children, you
brand or
need
whatever.
this. Queen Bank. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This is
her.
cute though.
Yeah, this is one of them things in it. Like you shake it and it makes that noise. I remember that. That's actually the, original Lisa Frank stuff. Cause I had a bunch of folders and stuff like that on it. The three girls.
Yeah, of course you do.
I loved Lisa Frank.
You break the silence with a whisper.
I was like, woo. And when he told me to wear this today, because she said she's wearing a similar.
Oh, so I asked if y'all matched on purpose, and
I don't know. I was gonna wear that Hello Kitty shirt, the Halloween one, but she said no, wear that shirt because it looks the same as mine. And then she told me to just wear my blue shorts because she was just wearing blue jeans.
she ain't hateful no more.
You know? Huh?
Yeah. Ain't you gonna be hot, Whiskey?
What's she gonna do about it?
If I was really that hot, I would take
You call upon the name. Jesus.
might be different ones.
Huh?
I was talking to her. That's nice though.
Like this.
I like it. It's sparkly.
Everybody else is not either, so.
Yeah. The top is glittery, but nothing else. Is it actually paint? What is it? I told her. She didn't listen. I guess. Yeah, he's out there talking. This is us. My kids don't like it.
What are you doing?
Doing stuff with the girls. reckon how they ended up the way they are, because oh, she was doing it too.
All I want in this whole life, a little red house in a country white, a picnic table out on the lawn, a couple of kids and a couple of dogs. Work all day to 5:30, a chain link fence and a gravel drive, the wind chime ringing on my front porch, a brand new carpet on every floor, and a rope swing tied around a limb of a tall oak tree. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. A big bathtub in my bathroom, microwave, dishwasher too. The folks say hi when they pass on the street. A clean pair of socks every day of the week. A big soft chair for when I'm old. Tackle box and a fishing pole. I don't care about a fortune or fame. I just don't wanna know my mailman's name. At Christmas time, gonna leave him a gingerbread cookie. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. Every now and then go on a vacation, big radio and a country station, hot dog grilling in the noonday sun, drink a little beer, boy, have a little fun. Some folks worry about getting ahead, but I'm gonna live a little before I'm dead. And anyway, they say the best things in life are free. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me.
Alright, so it's terrible lighting because I just decided to do this really quick while I finish getting ready to obviously find out what shoe I need. But to get ready to go get my mile in for the day. I didn't get to really end the vlog, and I could have just ended it with, you know, what I usually do, but I did want to touch base for, I guess, maybe personal reasons, for when I watch this back later on or whatever, or maybe just to talk to you actually a little bit, because I don't think I did that other than the intro for the video. Anyways, it's a couple days later. I'm going to edit the video after my walk anyways, but we didn't get to do everything that we had planned when we went to Tennessee. Friday evening, I didn't know about it until Saturday morning, I guess. But Friday evening, Nolan had stepped on an acorn, and I guess kind of twisted his foot or something. It made him fall, and so he hurt the side of his foot. At first he thought it was his toe, and then he ended up it was the side of his foot. I didn't know about it until Saturday morning. He told the girls, well, the girls was with him, I guess, and then he had told John about it that evening, but I didn't know nothing about it. Nonetheless, it wouldn't have changed anything at the time. But he did hurt his foot on Friday. Saturday, whenever I got him up and he was getting ready, he was limping a tiny bit. It wasn't terrible, and I asked him what was wrong, and he told me then. But we went on, obviously, because, you know, it was a foot. We would have made some changes if we knew. He has an electric scooter here. We could have took it, and that would have helped him so much. But we didn't know at the time, or we would have took his electric scooter, because it would have, his foot didn't hurt unless he was bending it to walk, and so we could have took it and it would have helped. However, we didn't know, we didn't think about it until we was already almost down there. So as the day went on, we still done most of what we was going to. We was going to go to Douglas Lake again. John really enjoys it there. Nolan enjoys it there. They just like to walk around. They do it at our lake. They like doing it down there. So that was the plan. We've done it the last 3 years, I think, that we went down there. So he's going to do that again as well. But we knew Nolan couldn't do that on his foot. We asked him because, ultimately it was up to him. He didn't want to do that on his foot, which we didn't think it would even be good on his foot because of the rocks and whatnot. So we didn't do that on Saturday. We figured we would do that Sunday, along with some of the other things that we had planned. When we go to Tennessee, it's a lot of walking because the traffic is terrible if you've never been to Pigeon Forge. And if you have been, well, you know traffic is terrible. And we just enjoy, that's one of my favorite things, is that everything is clustered together in Pigeon Forge. So you could we typically park at the hotel and we just walk and do everything that we want to. However, we couldn't do much walking. So we ended up going to the car show. We parked 1.5 miles away. I didn't realize it was that far away. John asked if I wanted him to try to find a closer parking spot. Nolan thought he could do it. I didn't realize it was that far away. So let's go outside. I'm not sure this is going to be any better than the washer spinning out because the goats, first thing in the morning, an acorn's falling off the tree. Probably why Nolan got hurt is that tree right there. Anyways, what was I saying? Other than the goats. Yeah. So yeah, we parked, they'll eventually quit. We parked 1.5 miles away from the car show without me realizing that it was 1.5 miles away. We told Nolan at any time if it was too much for him, we would go back. But at that point he was limping a little bit, but he was, he was okay. We ended up walking 4 miles total from parking for the car show, going up to the car show, walking around looking at all the cars and coming back. On the way back, about a mile, no, it wasn't even that. It was about 1 mile away from the car. I guess he had told John that even his other foot was hurting now, and I guess because he was trying to take pressure. Does this look better or worse? Because I hate the way I look in a hat, but I don't like the sun in my eyes and squinting all the time either during my walks. So I either use a hat or I use sunglasses. Today's a hat day because I'm not running. Anyways, what was I saying? On the way back, we had about 1 mile to go, and I guess he mentioned to John that both of his feet was hurting because he was using his left foot, which is his good foot, to try to take pressure off of his right foot, so he was overworking his left foot. So John tried to make him sit down because there was a parking lot right there. Like, there was a lot of parking lots. We just didn't know where we could park at. So he tried to get him to sit down and just run down and get the vehicle and come back and get Nolan, and Nolan wasn't for it. He would not agree to that at all. So John tried to get him to ride on his back. He wouldn't do that. You will see that he finally did coax him into it. I don't know. They stopped and was resting, looking over the bridge at Turtles. And when I turned around, he was on John's back. So John somehow coaxed him onto his back. And he carried him for a pretty good ways until Nolan's legs started hurting because of the way that he was positioned on John. His legs was going numb. So it bothered him pretty bad. So typically after that, we will go to the hotel, get signed in and whatnot, and then we'll go explore the strip at Pigeon Forge. We did not do that this time. We did end up about 7:30. He was okay with going and doing a little bit of walking. Lily felt let down. She wasn't complaining about it, but it's just part of our tradition to go to the island and walk around at dark. And I don't know if he done it for her or he really did want to do it as well, because I know he wanted to do it because we was on the way to the car show when we was walking. He said, after we go to the hotel, are we gonna go walk around? And I said, that's up to you. He was the one that, you know, had issues. He was the one hurt, so the ball was in his court the whole time pretty much. And that's how we do stuff. That's how you should do stuff. We could have like separated, but I was not going out without John because that's scary. No thank you. And that's just, I don't know, kitty cat. That's just not how we do things, especially vacations. So anyways, about 7:30, we asked him if he thought he could do a little bit of walking. He was fine with that. He was good with it. We went. He was never complained. He was barely limping. Well, aren't you beautiful? Anyways, I got distracted by a bird. So he was fine with it. We just done a really quick, well, I shouldn't say quick, I should say a really small loop, because we walked slow because we are typically fast walkers. That is because I've adapted to John, and everybody's adapted to John because he's got big old long legs. So we just made note to slow down and we walked slower. He had no complaints. The next morning when he woke up, it was the worst it had been, and we know that that's because he overused it. He doesn't complain about nothing. He is definitely the most easygoing child that we have. He just goes with the flow everywhere, and that has a lot of good to it, but it also has bad, because he won't you know, he won't say I don't want to do this or I can't do this. He will, but he won't. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, Sunday morning, he said it was the worst it had ever been. It was bothering him worse than it had. So we got up, we ended up going to one flea market, and that is where he said that it was, you know, it was pretty bad. So again, we had a lot of other plans. We stopped and got breakfast, and we talked to him, me and John did, and he wasn't up for doing anything else. He said he just wanted to come home. He also did miss his dog, but his feet was hurting, his foot was hurting, his right foot. So we just called it quits at that. It just gives us a reason to go back sooner rather than later. And so we came on home. So it was cut a little short, but for a good reason. We got home, I got him some Motrin, because obviously I don't carry stuff like that around. I do have some, we do keep headache medicine in the car for John, and it is the goodies powder. He can't take that. So we didn't have nothing. I should have stopped and bought something. I should have, but I didn't. So I know better next time. I know to take stuff. I need to get some pill form of it. That way I can just keep it at all times in like a little travel area. I don't know, or just keep it in the car. That would be a good idea. We pretty much got him to rest as much as he could stand to on Sunday. So he done a lot of just sitting around watching TV and whatnot. And yesterday, this is a couple days later, yesterday, Monday, he woke up and I asked him, and he said he was back to normal completely. No pain, no swelling, nothing. So he's good now. So that is why we cut the trip a little short. I've probably been talking for ages because I always overshare. We cut the trip a little short. Nonetheless, we still had a good time, and next year will be better, Lord willing. But yeah, that was our little miniature, not exactly what we planned, but still good Tennessee trip. I hope that you enjoyed going along with us. I'm about to get out here and get my mile in, and then I've got some housework and some other things to do. So we'll see you all next time. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Bye, friends. And I forgot to mention, we came back and at least one of our new chickens is laying now. This is the third day she's been laying, and third egg. It's possible that there's two laying, but I'm pretty sure it's the same girl. So that was exciting. That's a nice little treat to come home to as well. The extra layer that lays a color we don't have. All right, bye again.